Cool mornings, bare branches, most leaves are down now, just a copper rustle at the road edge. The air has a bite. We're in the North Georgia mountains, winding pavement, loose gravel, late fall when the hills go quiet. Today's ride, the Kingbull Hunter 2.0. Calm power, steady control, mountain manners. In this review, quick first impressions and setup, the motor's character on stacked grades, battery pacing on mixed surfaces, brake feel on leaf-dusted descents, ride comfort over washboard and cracked pavement, and tire grip when the gravel gets loose. We'll also walk through the key specs of the Kingbull Hunter 2.0. Drive system, battery, brakes, tires, drivetrain, and lights, so you know what's doing the work behind the scenes. From the first turn of the cranks, the Hunter 2.0 feels planted. Not nervous, not dull, just quiet and sure-footed. Tip it into a curve and it holds the line. Stand and push on a climb and it keeps balance under you. Switch to gravel and it settles like it belongs there. The soundtrack is tires and wind, no stray rattles, no distractions. Alright, let's get this thing unboxed. Unboxing the bike is straightforward, and all necessary tools for assembly are included. First, I remove the packaging straps and open the box by carefully removing the tape and pulling the box free of the staples. Then I laid the box down. I slid the e-bike out carefully. Stand the e-bike up and remove all zip ties and protective foam, revealing the sleek design of the Kingbull Hunter 2.0 e-bike. Install the handlebars by loosening the bolts on the bike stem, centering the handlebars and rotating them to align with your preferred riding position before tightening the bolts securely. For the front wheel, loosen the bolts on the protective bar on the front fork. Add the front wheel and tighten the bolts to ensure it is secure. The pedals are clearly marked for the left and right sides, matching the pedal stems. Screw in the pedals and use a wrench to further tighten them easily. Install the front headlamp by loosening the bolts on the fork brace, attaching the headlamp, and then adjusting its orientation to face forward. Alright, let's take this thing for a ride. First, let's talk specs on the Kingbull Hunter 2.0. On this bike, you have a rear hub motor, 750 watts nominal, with peak assist on steeper ramps, a 48 volt system paired to a high capacity pack, about 20 amp hours, solid energy for long mixed rides. You also have hydraulic disc brakes with large rotors, strong initial bite, plenty of modulation. You also have a front suspension fork with adjustability for rebound and preload, enough travel to smooth chatter without bob on pavement. And you have fat tires that are 26 by 4 inches, a tread that rolls clean on asphalt and digs in on gravel shoulders. You have a multi-speed drivetrain wide enough to spin on climbs and stay engaged on faster rollers. You have integrated headlights and rear lights, frame mounts for rack and fenders, and internal cable routing to keep everything clean. The motor doesn't lurch, it leans in. On a steady grade, assist arrives like a hand at your back. Bump one level up, just a nudge, another level, firmer support without a jump. On slow, tight uphill turns, delivery stays smooth, no spin-ups, no rear tire breakaways. You pick a cadence and the Hunter respects it, holding momentum where these hills try to bleed it away. These mountains stack climbs like stair steps, pavement then gravel, shallow then steep. The Hunter 2.0 keeps traction and breathing steady. On pavement, it smooths the pitch changes. On gravel, it keeps the rear planted as the surface loosens. You crest with legs that still feel honest. Turn the corner, see another rise, and you're willing to go again. Late fall descents are tricky. Leaf dust in the apex. Cold rotors, cold fingers. The brakes bite early, then build. Feather, release, feather again. The lever feel remains consistent. If the corner tightens, add a touch more. No pulse, no fade on a long drop. At the bottom, hands feel good, no buzz in the fingertips, ready for the next one. Steering is honest, small inputs matter, it won't overreact. In narrow paved lanes, it traces the camber and holds the center. On gravel, it lets the front float enough while the rear keeps driving. Crosswind through a gap The bike shrugs it off. You stay focused on the line, not the gust. Comfort here is filtration, not erasure. The fork takes the sting out of washboard chatter. Quick rebounds without pogo. Out back the frame and post mute square edges, the kind that come from winter, cracked asphalt, and runoff ruts. You feel the surface enough to read it, but not enough to wear you down. The tires do the quiet work. On asphalt, these 4-inch profiles roll clean with a stable center strip. On gravel, the shorter lugs bite when the line drifts toward the soft edge. Drop a couple PSI for dirt connectors, bring it back for smoother pavement. Late fall leaf litter, still predictable, still composed. Shift feel is positive. Underload, it clicks into gear without complaint. The range lets you spin at a natural cadence on climbs and stay engaged on fast, false flats. Pair that with assist and you get a rhythm that lasts all afternoon, even as temperatures slide and the air thins a bit. Range is a strategy. Use a lower assist on smooth pavement, save the stronger level for steep ramps and gravel grinds. The readout adjusts with terrain. It doesn't promise the moon, it doesn't sell you short. End of day, you'll know what you have in the tank and whether you can add one more ridge before dusk. Controls are glove friendly, tactile clicks, no hunting for buttons with cold fingers. The display remains visible when sunlight breaks through bare branches, no glare that hides your speed or assist level. The headlight throws a clean pool of light, useful under canopy and on shaded switchbacks. Rear light is bright, off axis, important on narrow roads where cars appear mid-curve. The Hunter 2.0 rides quiet, battery mount solid, fenders, if equipped, don't rattle, no odd creaks from the frame, no cable slap on rough patches. That quiet matters in late fall when the forest is still and sound carries far. So why does it suit the North Georgia mountains? Because it's balanced, climbs without fuss, descends with authority, carries speed across broken pavement, and keeps calm when gravel gets squirrely. It stays composed when conditions are shifting, sun to shade, dry patches to damp corners, warm valley to cold ridge. Mount points are where you want them, a rack that doesn't flex under a small load, room on the bars for a bell and a camera mount to capture quiet roads. Cable routing stays out of the way, nothing to snag when you're weaving at low speed through debris. Most leaves are down, colors are in the ditch now, gold and rust. The air drops fast after 3 o'clock. Metal feels cold, breath turns visible. This is still a beautiful time to ride. The Hunter 2.0 makes it easy to stay out a little longer, to follow the last streaks of light across the ridge and listen to the quiet that winter is bringing. Okay, a quick detail pass for those that track the nuts and bolts. Hub motor tuned for steady torque across low cadence with peak support for short, steep pitches. You have a 48-volt battery, high capacity pack around the kilowatt-hour mark, removable for charging off the bike, and seated solidly with a confident lock. And you have hydraulic disc brakes with large rotors front and rear, predictable lever feel, and strong heat management on long drops. And the suspension fork is adjustable for your weight and terrain. Set it firmer for pavement days. Open it up when gravel dominates. And you have 26 by 4-inch tires with center ridge for rolling, aggressive shoulders for edge hold, and casings that shrug off pinch flats on rocky connectors. And you have a multi-speed drivetrain with a broad cassette, clean shifts under moderate load, and good chain line on the big cogs. And you have integrated lights, internal cable runs, and thoughtful frame mounts, ready for the add-ons that make shorter season rides easier. If your routes weave through pavement and gravel, if climbs arrive in sets, if you want support that feels measured, not jumpy, you'll click with this bike. If you care about quiet, about control in cold corners, about steady traction when surfaces mix, the Hunter 2.0 belongs on your short list. Late fall in the North Georgia mountains is a study in edges. Bare limbs, cold air, warm light. The Kingbull Hunter 2.0 feels at home here. It climbs clean, descends steady, and threads the line where pavement ends and gravel begins. I'm JEREMYVINNY. Thanks for riding with me. Drop your questions in the comments. Subscribe if you want more mountain miles, more mixed surface testing, and more ways to ride through the quiet season ahead. See you on the next ridge.